How do you know if it's genuine, you know, with regards to, you know, celebs and whatever? So what? But in terms of like forgiveness and accountability, just something came to my mind was, you know, that you said, how do you know if it's genuine, you know, with regards to, you know, celebs and whatever? So what? You know what I mean? If they come out and they apologize on Twitter and they make an apology and they deep down don't mean it, but they've done that apology, we've created a platform or an environment that actually says this is what we tolerate and this is what we don't tolerate. You know what I mean? So if the apology is out there, it's out there. We can't control internally how a person genuinely feels, and nor should we, you know, get too bogged down with it, in my opinion. You know what I mean? That's one aspect of how I would see it, because I think I've come to a point in my life where, you know, if you've come out and said you've apologized for something that you've done, well, okay, you've done it, you know. Now your followers will know that's not tolerable. And now people will understand that you actually do have to come out and apologize. Now, whether you as an individual don't feel, you know, you did it for the sake of, you know, what's trending and what's not and so on, okay, whatever, that I can't control that, you know what I mean? And nor do I want to. But with regards to accountability, I do think in terms of like, when you look at cancel culture and where it also, like where it stemmed up from, and like I said earlier on, it was a misogynistic joke and so on, but we look at the hashtag Me Too movement, you know what I mean? And how that, you know, the people called out certain individuals for, you know, sexual harassment and so on. And then these people became, you know, were cancelled and so forth. You know, there's an accountability process there, and I do still think that that is actually still a form of call it out culture rather than cancel culture. And I think that is important to remember, because I think anyone listening to this might turn around and say, well, you know, what about the Me Too movement? What about LGBT or LGBTQ plus you know, people and so on? Like, what about these people and what they've endured and so on? Like, it's really important to factor these things in. Yes, it is, you know, but it's call out culture. It's a call out culture. And I think that's important. And I do think accountability is important. And that's where we meet that with certain legislations in place. So for example, when it comes to hate crime, or, you know, we talk about, you know, freedom of speech, but if there's hate speech, where are the limits to that? And is there legislation in place to finite those kind of like, you know, those limits and what people can say and what people can't say?